Hello, thanks for tuning in. Stuart here, the Unrepentant Atheist. I'm making this video today, just a brief video responding to Alex O'Connor and his recent video posted 8 days ago, Am I Becoming a Christian? Well, here's a little introduction from Alex.
Right, can everybody just chill out a little bit, please? Alex O'Connor just admitted it. Christianity might actually be true. He debated Christians for years, then admitted this about Jesus. Did Alex O'Connor convert to Christianity?
Yeah, so there are videos all over the internet about Alex O'Connor making various claims about him, taking quotes out of context, and I suppose he's got into a bit of trouble over it because obviously he doesn't believe in God, he's not a Christian, and yet all these claims out there are being made about him. And how else to clear this up other than making a video rebutting it all? And maybe it will make him think in future about how he interviews Christians and some of the language that he uses, because certainly for the last 2 or 3 years I've been saying that not that he's been grifting as such, but that he's been kind of easy on Christianity and Christian guests coming onto his shows and the way that he debates them. He lets a lot go, he lets them talk a lot, he lets them make a lot of points, and he doesn't really, in my opinion, do enough rebuttal. And he lends a little bit too much credibility to Christianity. In fact, he's even said that he now finds Christianity more plausible than he used to, which is a kind of extraordinary statement. What is it about Christianity that he finds more plausible? Does he find a virgin birth being more plausible? Does he find broad daylight miracles being more plausible? Does he find a God sending his son, or rather coming down to earth in the form of a man and sacrificing himself for rules that he created in the Garden of Eden, more plausible? What exactly is it about Christianity that Alex O'Connor finds more plausible? I find it as implausible, as the day that I first realized that this is made up. There may be some truth in this story. There may well have been a Jesus. There may well have been a very wise man who is at the basis of all this. But once I realized that there were most likely no miracles, there probably isn't a God, and all these other things, Christianity has been implausible, completely implausible. In fact, the most implausible religion on the face of the earth. Really, it's more implausible than Islam. It's even more implausible than Hinduism with its ideas about reincarnation, Buddhism, etc., simply because it's got too many remarkable claims attached to it. Okay, so yet Alex O'Connor says that Christianity is a more plausible religion. I haven't really heard him make any statements. I haven't really heard him explain why Christianity is more plausible, and I've been following his videos. He's been doing various sit-down talks with people like William Lane Craig and John Lennox and others, and in my opinion, he's been a little bit too accommodating with them. And if you read through the comments on Alex's videos, you will see that about 2/3 of them, or even more, are Christian fanboys cheering him on. So in a way, he's only got himself to blame for this. He needs to be a little bit more sort of critical with Christian guests that are coming on. Yes, I know that he has done, and he played some clips of himself rebutting some Christians on slavery and other points. Yes, he has done, that's true, but still a lot of the discussions I've seen him have with Christians is a little bit too chummy with them, and I think that he goes a bit easy on them on the whole. And it's no surprise really, with some of the statements he's made, that he's now in this situation where there are dozens of videos out there claiming that he's made a move over to Christianity. Now, he's now calling himself an agnostic, and he was previously quite happy calling himself an atheist. Agnostic sounds like a shift away from atheism, but it isn't really, because he still rejects Christianity. He rejects theism. He rejects the claim that there is a God. So in that sense, he hasn't really moved. Why is he calling himself an agnostic? He hasn't really given a full account, a real proper account of that. Is it because there's some kind of baggage with the term atheism? Maybe atheism seems a little bit too dismissive and strong. And yet all atheism is saying, I don't believe in any God. So what's the big deal? Okay, well, that's about it. I'd be interested to hear your comments. I'll continue following Alex O'Connor. I think that he's a highly intelligent young man, very articulate, very quick thinking. And frankly, if I was on a debate team against Christians or against any people making religious claims, I would want to have Alex O'Connor on board, absolutely, for sure. But I would like to see him be a little bit more critical with Christianity in particular. Simply because it makes more claims, it makes more extraordinary claims than any other religion. And so I think that the more extraordinary claims a religion makes, the stricter you have to be with it. So, okay. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll be back again fairly soon, probably with another review of a Matt Dillahunty call. Goodbye for now.